looking to gather strength all morning long. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Palr Bears taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bears will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Iowa State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter, but over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Bulls his way forward. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He's right on target. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. And the Cyclones decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So the Palr Bears offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Direct snap. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. To throw, it's Jimenez. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. That blitz from the defense completely wrecked the offense's chance there on 3rd and 1.
Great job by the defense. Good timing. Great job bringing extra bodies. Now, listen, you're thinking run on 3rd and 1, but you play pass if you need to. Great job adjusting, seeing that it was a pass play, getting to the QB, getting the sack, forcing a 4th down.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the football.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They'll throw it on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Iowa State. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. Smashes through and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Looking to throw, it's Jimenez. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Got it set up on the outside.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
He's got it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the first down marker is. You've got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it and you go out of bounds, you've already picked up the first. He wasn't able to do that.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. They'll leave it with him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his back in the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Cyclones look to keep this drive humming. Snags it over the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes a connection. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field thrown.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great job by this defense, setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum.
He's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defensively, they knew they were going to see 4 verticals, right? They show that time and time again, and with this guy and his speed, this play is tailor-made for him, and they're going to have to find a different coverage to try to slow this down.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Lets it go to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's involved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Trying play action. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. He gets a block. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Second down coming up. Trying to turn the corner on the left. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He makes the connection. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now to chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Finds his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now, let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Brady.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Back to pass. It's Jimenez. Feelings. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him.
Those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create. It's sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. He wants to throw. Looking deep. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Cyclones! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fighting off the defender. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Cyclones will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We've talked about statistically how they've struggled this season.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The offense set for a first down play. Trying the left side. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box. More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run. And the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle.
Touchdown, Iowa State! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kentucky was able to come away with the win, as they have in Lexington so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking for a man. It's Jimenez. The quick out. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On second down, looking again to throw. Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Third and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's first and 10. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Bears have it with a first and 10. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised.
Throws toward the end zone. Fires and picked off. First down here for the offense. Handoff to the lone back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. And they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle and prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Palr! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't make it 10. Take that thing all the way back.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Grabs it in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. A first down for the offense. They'll try to pop the draw. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. And the Cyclones are on the move. He'll come out throwing on first down. Hauls it in. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Looking to throw on second down. Flips it out to the back. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. The aerial assault continues. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got his man. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Touchdown, Cyclones! And the route is on. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Evans. Bringing the heat. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion.
Get set.
Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Now on first down from the 30. He's looking to throw it. He's got it down the middle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Line getting set on second down.
Let's go.
Scanning the field, it's Jimenez. Working that left side now. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The completion well past the sticks. The Bears get enough for the first down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. The run from the shotgun. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Skips away from pressure. And they swarm him under.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage, so that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy, but tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out.
They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll give it to the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
No surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you.
He smashes his way through again. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Iowa State! And the punishment has been extended. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
49, Palr, 10.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back. That'd be a quick film session. because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation.
And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The run to the left. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They're getting this guy lathered up. At the 45 on his way. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.